She's not on Earth. Supergirl.
What makes her so super? I'm convinced.
Best team up ever.
Heroes vs. Aliens, the 4-night crossover event starts with Supergirl, Monday, November 28th on the CW.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only live wire.
She brings death and destruction.
Supergirl.
Monday night at 7 on New Mexico CW.
My mother didn't send me to Earth to fall in love with a human. I will use my powers to protect the Earth. If I say goodbye, I'm never leaving. For the first time.
One night be confused.
I will always
One night speed up truth. We had a promise made.
Isn't that your cue?
4 hands and then away. Both under influence. We had divine sense to know what to say.
Cut the big sister act, Alex. We have never been sisters.
Simple touch, one night to push and squeeze, and then leave. 10 days of perfect moods, the colors red and blue.
Alex.
We had a
I didn't mean what I said to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I said.
We don't share blood.
to call for hands of above, to leave.
Hello, sister.
Wouldn't be good enough.
There's some truth to what you said.
To call for hands of above, to lean on.
I love you, Alex. Cara, listen. I want you to have a good life. I want you. I can't. I need you to promise me, Alex, there isn't much time. I promise. I love you, Cara. Something's coming.
Guys. Aliens!
We've been calling them the Dominators.
That is not the name of a species that comes in peace.
We must exterminate your kind before the scourge of your planet becomes the scourge of ours.
Dominator ships are coming in worldwide.
Barry, we can't do this alone.
I don't plan to.
Oliver?
Green Arrow.
Dig.
Spartan.
White Canary.
Firestorm.
The Atom.
Heatwave.
How did you get the name Heatwave?
I burned my family alive, and I like to light things on fire.
Well, that's a colorful backstory.
Oh, things just got so much worse. You really did it this time, Barry.
Y'all call for tech support. Oh, no, 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 no!
Well, I had enough of this.
It's been an honor to know all of you, to fight alongside of you. Now it's up to you to keep our home safe.
Have fun storming the castle.
You gonna use Princess Bride against me?
Here we go.
And the CW crossover begins tonight on Supergirl. This is Season 2, Episode 8, titled Medusa. Now, first off, let's talk about the crossover part of the episode. Next, legit, the crossover part of the episode was so little. I expected way more from this crossover. Let's be honest, okay? This week, they're like, it's a crossover. Oh my gosh, Supergirl gonna be a part of it. Starts on Supergirl, then The Flash, then Arrow, then Legend of Tomorrow. The whole week, crossover. They lied to us. Now, I don't really have a problem with it because I see why they would do it as a business standpoint. They basically had a regular Supergirl episode, and at the very end had Barry Allen and Cisco show up from The Flash and tell her that they need her help. And this is why it's good from a business standpoint. See, CW's hyping it up, like, oh my gosh, crossover. Like, you have to watch all 4 shows this week, even if you only watch Flash, even if you only watch Arrow, even if you only watch Flash and Arrow, even if you only watch Legends. No matter what show you only watch, you have to watch all the episodes this week, because they're all combined. And then they make the Supergirl episode, which is probably their most viewed show. Although Legends of Tomorrow is kind of their most, or at least viewed show as well. Or Arrow, maybe even, I don't know. Flash is definitely their #1, but Arrow might be even the smallest now, because a lot of people stopped watching that because it got pretty bad last season. But, yeah, okay, so they basically tell people, yeah, dude, the crossover starts on Supergirl, you gotta start watching Supergirl, and then keep watching for the rest of the week. But the Supergirl episode is really just a regular Supergirl episode, and they're just trying to show you, look how good this show is! Don't you want to watch all of it? Don't you want to watch all of the first season and the next season, and, like, keep watching it? Because it's good, isn't it? And at the end, have the crossover stuff happen, so all those people who don't normally watch Supergirl watched that episode when they didn't actually need to, because really, the only crossover stuff they needed to see was, like, the last 2 minutes of the episode. So I get why they would do it. But yeah, let's just talk about this as a Supergirl episode, because we had a lot of Supergirl, just regular Supergirl stuff. And then we'll talk about, at the end, the crossover stuff, because since it's very minimal in this episode. But boy, the Flash episode that's going to be coming up next, I'll do my review of that next. Once I see that episode, obviously, because it's not even aired yet. And it'll be out tomorrow, because I always do the reviews after the show airs on television. But, yes. Holy crap, though. I can't wait. But let's talk about this episode as a Supergirl episode. We had some stuff going on. We had Medusa. Project Medusa. We, Cyborg Superman last episode. If you don't know who Cyborg Superman is, because if you did not watch last episode, what are you doing with your life? Last episode we had Cyborg Superman, who is the real Hank Henshaw, turned into a cyborg. He said something about Project Medusa because he went to the Fortress of Solitude and learned about it, and he stole the formula for it. It is a serum that was created by Kara's real father. It's a disease that will kill any alien other than Kryptonians. And then they manipulated the formula and made it to where it'll kill any alien other than humans as well. It won't kill humans. But it also doesn't kill Kryptonians. And it infected all the aliens in this bar, and Mon-El was there. But it didn't kill Mon-El, and that's because it has a lot of the same stuff inside of him as Kryptonians would, so it wouldn't affect him as bad. But it still kind of affected him. He almost died, and they had to get a cure. So they got Alex's mother and Kara's adopted mother to make a serum and cure him. It was cool. But while he was like about to die or whatever, he kissed Kara, which is pretty interesting. They have this whole drama of like, oh, Mon-El, do you like me? And he's like, what? No, that's silly. She's like, okay, that's good. And then he just kisses her anyway, and she's like, what? You do like me? This is weird. But yeah, I think they're setting up a relationship there, and that's cool. And Mon-El is basically Superboy, because I heard they were doing Superboy this season, and they're doing it in the form of Mon-El, which I did not know. So yeah, I'm assuming he's going to get the black t-shirt with the Superman symbol on it. Maybe they'll edit the costume, make him be completely long sleeves. Maybe they will keep it short sleeves. I don't know. But yeah, that's cool. We have Mon-El doing some stuff. Project Medusa is pretty crazy, and we have Cyborg Superman, who fights Kara and Martian Manhunter, and he ends up getting defeated, I believe, if I remember correctly. I don't know, it's been a little bit since I saw the episode, but I believe he got defeated, and that was cool, because I remember Kara, she said a cool line that I really liked. She was like, you may be a cyborg, but you're no Superman. I was like, yeah, Kara, you tell him, boy. So we had that. We had, during the fight, we had Martian Manhunter, who was recently injected with the blood of a white Martian, and is now becoming a white Martian, and Miss Martian is still currently locked up, because she's a white Martian, and Martian Manhunter's, like, mad at her. But he went full white Martian this episode. He turned into a completely white Martian, and he beat the crap out of Cyborg Superman. That was really cool. I loved that, actually. Like, just, he went, like, it's cool he's gonna be a white Martian. I hope he stays in his Martian Manhunter form, though. Like, when he's fighting, like, he's actually Martian, like, a green Martian, not a white Martian, even though he's technically a white Martian now, because he looks really cool as Martian Manhunter, like, the green Martian. So I hope they keep it like that, because, I mean, we know he'll still be able to go into that form, because Miss Martian can go into a green Martian form, even though she's actually a white Martian, which means Martian Manhunter can do the same thing. But anyways, I hope Martian Manhunter shows up in the crossover. I don't think he will, although maybe he will, and we've just not seen him in any of the trailers or anything, and he actually will, and we're just supposed to think that he won't, and, like, Supergirl will be there and everything. And then, later on in the fight, she'll be like, this is more serious than I thought. I have a friend that can help us. She goes and gets Martian Manhunter. If she got Superman to help, and Guardian, and Mon-El, dude, I would love it, but I know they ain't gonna do that. So, yeah, let's talk about some of that, Luthor stuff going on. We know that the, like, head of Cadmus is Lena Luthor's mother, and also Lex Luthor's mother. And Lena Luthor's obviously adopted by her, so we also know that. So technically, Lena Luthor's not blood related to her, but she was adopted by her. And we have Lena Luthor's mother. I don't know her name. I'll call her Mrs. Luthor. So Mrs. Luthor wants a rocket launcher thing that will fire the Medusa across the whole city. And she wants the help from Lena Luthor, who is her daughter. Because Lena Luthor finds out that her mother was working for Cadmus, and she's like, not okay with it, but then she tricks her mother. She's like, yeah, I'll help you. You know, here, I'll help you. Here's the rocket launcher thing. And so they're out there in the city, and they shoot it. And, well, first, her mother tells her to, I said I was going to call her Miss Luthor, and I'm just calling her mother. Miss Luthor told Lena, like, to prove that you're with me, and, like, you're actually going to be working with me, I want you to fire it. You kill all the aliens in the city. She's like, okay then, I'll shoot it. And then it turns out, like, the mist is all over the place. The mist, it's not the mist. Medusa is everywhere, and it's, like, falling on all the aliens. The Martian Manhunter thinks he's about to die. Supergirl thinks she's about to die, because they're all out in the open getting exposed to it. And they don't die. And, Miss Luthor's like, what's going on? What'd you do, Lena? And Lena's like, the cops are here, you're getting arrested right now. Boy, Because Lena is actually a good guy. That's great. I'm actually really glad they made Lena a good guy. It would just be crappy if she was a bad guy. Like, of course, she's a Luther, she's bad. But no, she's actually a good person. That's cool. She's different from Luther's, and she was adopted, so it makes sense why she isn't really evil like the other Luthers. Because she's halfway a Luther, but she was adopted by him. Also, I'm confused. Why did the Luthers adopt somebody? Like, they're obviously capable of reproducing, or else Lex wouldn't exist, and if there's any other Luther children. But, I don't know. I'm just thinking, what? I swear, if you've seen me this whole episode, I've been trying to fix my eyebrow. It's really messed up, I'm sorry. But, yeah, that's cool. And then we have this weird ship flying, and there was like these two people with like weird masks on. They looked really weird. I had no idea who they were. If they're anyone important that I should know about, I apologize for not knowing, but I've got no clue who they are. But they're looking for Mon-El, and they're probably from Daxam, if I'm going to assume anything. But yeah, that's cool. So that's basically all the Supergirl stuff of this episode done with. Well, also we had Alex and Maggie. They finally got together, and they kissed and stuff. Cool. I mean, I knew they were gonna eventually make that relationship happen, because they weren't gonna go through all that crap of making Alex gay and like all this stuff if she wasn't just gonna get with Maggie. Like, that makes no sense. Why would they make her gay? Just for no reason. Unless you want her to get with this character that you introduced, named Maggie. So of course they got together. I mean, I ain't surprised by that. I'm more surprised by Mon-El kissing Kara, which was crazy. But yeah, that's cool. And we had also a Thanksgiving meal, which was cool, and it got interrupted by this weird portal thing that opened up and disappeared. And everyone was like, what the heck happened? And then later on, another portal exploded and disappeared, and everyone's like, what's going on? But they never really questioned it that much. And Kara tries to come out to her mom at Thanksgiving as well. She ends up doing it later on. It's all cool and stuff. Her mom's okay with it. And also, James and Wynn say they're going to confess to Kara that James is the Guardian, and then they end up not doing it. So cool. So let's get in to the good part. The great part of the episode, the part I was expecting the whole episode to be, which turned out to be the last, like, 2, maybe even 1 minute. So, another portal thing opens up in Kara's house again while no one's in there, and all of a sudden, you see Barry Allen and Cisco from The Flash. Barry Allen, Cisco Ramon, aka The Flash, and Vibe. They jump in. Vibe obviously created that portal to get there, because Barry can't create portals because he's a speedster, and Vibe is a Viber. I don't know what he's called. He's called Vibe, okay? He can create portals. He can have vibes of things. He can shoot sonic waves. He's cool. If you don't watch The Flash, you should, because it's a great show, and Vibe is really good in it. But Cisco, he's great. So, I pop up. Cisco says some cool one-liners. He's like, this better be the right house, or someone's going to be real confused. So, a lot of cool stuff was going on. And then, Kara walks in. And she's like, Barry, oh my gosh, you're here. And they like hug and stuff. And Barry, dude, this line killed me. Barry was like, this is my friend Cisco. And Cisco is like, friend is a loose term. We work together. And I was like, dang, Cisco is still giving Barry the cold shoulder. Because, like, most recently in The Flash, Cisco found out that Barry is the reason his brother is dead. Because Barry changed the timeline and screwed everything up to where now Cisco has a dead brother, when in the original timeline, his brother was alive, but when Barry messed with the timeline, it ended up having a bad result, which killed Cisco's brother. Very confusing. But yeah, Cisco and Barry are not as good friends anymore, because Cisco's very mad at Barry, because Barry basically killed his brother. Cool. But yeah, so Barry's like, you know, remember when I helped you, and I said, like, now you owe me a favor? I'm gonna kind of need that favor now. And, Kara is like, what are we up against? And then it ends. And it was like, nice. Not the best episode of Supergirl so far, I will say that. Because a lot of it was cool stuff. I really liked the part where, Martian Manhunter turned into White Martian. That was cool and stuff. But, like, overall, the episode wasn't as good as the some of the previous ones. The Barry Allen showing up at Cisco was cool. I was expecting it to be a full crossover episode and not just a little thing at the end, but I get why they did it. I understand and everything, so that's cool. Really excited for the crossover to actually begin on The Flash. That's basically it for this video. Tell me down below in the comments what you thought of this episode. Are you mad that the crossover was actually just, like, the last 2 minutes and, like, the crossover really starts on The Flash? They basically tricked us and was like, yeah, dude, the crossover starts tomorrow. Well, they said that yesterday. And then, like, we watch it, and they're like, just kidding, it's only at the end of this episode, boom. But, yeah, I really liked the episode. Not the best episode of all time. Give this video a like if you enjoyed. Give it a dislike if you did not enjoy. Click the subscribe button for all that stuff. Check out my other reviews, and I'll have the reviews the rest of the week for the crossover videos. But that's basically it for this video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!
Is gone.